Hey, what's up, everybody? Rashad McCrorey here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's about 9:15 Elmina time, Ghana time. I'm feeling blessed, happy. This is baby powder. I got baby powder. My morning view. There's my room. That's my room. Yep. Whew. Talk about something that never stopped. This ocean is 24/7. The power of the ocean. It's a powerful. I respect the power. Just knowing that this is what I hear all night, and this is what goes on all day. It never stops. It's unlimited resources. So when people talk about wind power, ocean power, I want to say solar power too, but of course, sometimes it is nighttime. You can harness that energy. But this power of the ocean, this is. I'm gonna be quiet, but this is 24/7, 367, 24/7, 367. I'm gonna do some videos in my room at night when I'm just relaxing or reading, whatever. And what I'll do is just, you can hear this here, so you don't think I'm hearing this in my room all night? I was sitting, I got adventurous, and I think I sat like right there, like up in that area. And the water lifted me up and carried me a little. And I said, nope, let me get out of here, because the last thing I need to do is get carried out into that wave, or carried in and hit a rock. So I went down to a place that I felt was a little safer, down by the beach right there. But all this, even look by the beach, all that's hitting hard. The waves here. I just arrived here yesterday. I'm gonna be here for 2.5 weeks. I'll be studying here, studying a lot of things. Studying ancestral worship. Studying. I'm gonna be learning a little bit of Fanti. Fanti is a version of tree spoken out here in the central region. So I'll be learning a little bit of Fanti. How much can you really learn in 2 weeks? We'll see. I'll be finishing up a lot of my projects. I think this is a good place with the acoustic sounds for me to come up with the next set of ideas, to actually sit here and implement the ideas. This is a good place for me to kind of settle for the next 2 weeks. Aburi Gardens was a nice place, as far as it gave me a lot of material and time to kind of settle down. For those who remember, when the pandemic broke out in America, I was in Accra. And then as coronavirus started to be taken seriously around the world, much respect and love to all the Ghanaian officials and all the African officials who didn't wait till things got bad in any particular country, especially Ghana, before they started taking precautions and the proper measurements. I'm not, I don't have any political affiliation. I'm not using this as, please don't use this as any political talking points. However, when things started being taken seriously early on in Ghana, I was in Accra, and I chose to move to Aburi. At the time when I got the invite to Aburi, I was just thinking, okay, I could be in the mountains. I was thinking, all right, I could just be in the mountains, be able to practice social distancing. I didn't know I was going to be in Aburi Gardens. I didn't know I was going to be inside of Aburi Gardens. And I was able to start doing the videos for you. The animals took to me, the locals took to me. Aburi is a place that I look forward to going back to, definitely before I leave. It was like those movies. I can't think of too many movies, so forgive me for using this as an example. But like The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, when he was up in Vietnam or wherever they was, and he learned the ways of the samurai, and he had to leave one day. I was out in the Bury Gardens for 2 months, like 6-7 weeks, and it went fast, and it was a blessing. And I actually had like a rest period near the end. If you go back to my page, the last 2 weeks I was in the Bury Gardens, I didn't really post anything at all. And then I came back to Accra for a weekend, let me just say it that way. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I did some videos at Labadi Beach. I only posted 2, but I did like 7. I only posted 2, but I did like 7 at Labadi Beach. I didn't like the way the first few came out. The camera person was all up in the video, like Puffy and all that. This nigga was all up in the video. Like, I'm giving him the video to show. The video was like, all right, here it is. Just the show right here, and we're gonna do it. And then you see him go, and then go back. Nigga, get out my video. Like, nobody wanna, no disrespect, but at the same time, like, don't do that. You don't do that. That's you wasted my footage, and then when I see it at the end, it's like, But I'll trim it out. And then I'll post it one day. It'll go in the lost tapes. Don't kill me. Well, coffee is not that bad. I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee, no sugar. It's coffee cream, no sugar. So I did Accra for the weekend. Caught up with some friends. It was kind of like a test for me in a way. I didn't know it at the time, but going back to Accra after being in Bury Gardens for 2 months, it was kind of like I came back with like, I felt stronger when I came back. I felt stronger. And I think like some people around there knew like all the things that I was doing, because when I came back, people was kind of like, yeah, like that kind of situation. So that was cool. But it was nice to spend a weekend in Accra. I was able to get down to Accra. It was a nice transition before here. I could have went straight here, but I think that Accra transition was pretty tight, was pretty solid. Hold on, I'm coming. So I arrived here. I'm in One Africa. It's a health resort. Shout out to brother Shabazz. I don't know if he liked this, but he's Black American. He's been in Ghana 23 years. From New York, successful DJ back in the 80s, b-boy. I'm a b-boy standing in my b-boy stance. Give me the microphone before I bust in my pants. So I have an incoming call. I'm gonna take this call when I finish the video. I actually want to speak to this person, so that's good. I want to finish the video, but I'm definitely gonna call him back right away. Yeah, so he owns this place. My room right there is the Dr. John Henry Clark room. The John Henry Clark room. So this is what I be, grounding and kind of getting my, spirit together, spirit right, because I think I'm busy now. A lot of this is preparation. Like a lot of times we go on spiritual journeys, or we go through fasting, we go through prayers, and we work hard. For me, this is really like extended. Like I can really say that I was already when I hit Accra back in February 27th. I spent the day in Ivory Coast. I was still tired. I was still very tired from Afrochella Year of Return festivities. For those who remember, go back on my Instagram timeline and watch. I arrived in Africa December 22nd. I spent 11 hours in Egypt. I spent 6 hours in Kenya where I had a business meeting. Shout out to Marah. Shout out to Osama in Egypt. I met with Osama, those who know Osama. Then I spent 24 hours in Rwanda. I woke up Christmas morning in Rwanda. I flew out to Abuja. I spent 3 hours in Abuja. Then I came out to Ghana, and I arrived to Ghana Christmas Day. And I was in Ghana from the 25th all the way to the 9th. So those who was in my group for Afrochella, we did our thing. You know that story for those who was in that group. Then I had a wonderful, wonderful family from St. Thomas, St. Thomian family. The mom is Black American. The husband, his parents, everybody else, you know, the kids, St. Thomian or St. Thomian and American. Shout outs to the family. Shout outs to the Abbott. Shout outs to the Abbott family. And I left Ghana on the 9th of January. Then I went to Rwanda for another 24 hours. Then I spent 5 days in Kenya. I spent 5 days in Kenya. And that's, you know, the legendary, I got chased by the elephant. To say that that's going down on the list as spectacular events for 2020, that's amazing. But the elephant is still, you know, top 5. Before the end in June, I'm gonna do my top 10 moments or top 5 moments of 2020. Not everybody's 2020 has been tough, but you know, I had a rough 2019. That butterfly was all up in my space. I had a rough 2019. It was good on paper. You know, I went to Egypt like 3 times, Ghana like 4 times, and you know, I made my first trip to Kenya. I was in Kenya twice in October. But 2019, my father passed. One of my closest friends, my business partner, betrayed me, scammed me. I overcame that. You know, I lost my child custody case. A lot of stuff happened in 2019. So for those who were saying, "Oh, he got this and da 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 da," you know, I just named it. My father passed. I was betrayed by one of my best friends. Deeply betrayed by one of my best friends. He set out a smear campaign on me on the day of my father's funeral. He called me that morning, checking on me. He was like, "Is your father? You know, I know today's the funeral, da da da." And I get texted 6-7 hours later, him sending out, you know, a smear campaign against me. You know, he hit me up like 3 weeks ago, like, "Oh, I need some money." Like, nigga, no. I keep blocking you. Stop getting new numbers to call me and email me. I don't mean to laugh, but I don't got time for that. And it's not even a revenge because I moved on. I left that situation gracefully. You know, I lost my family court case. I've been in family court since 2017. You know, and I lost it on some BS. So I'm coming back. I don't know if anybody listening from that side of the thing, but one day in the next between 1 and 2 years, I'll come back, and I'm coming back correct. And I'm coming back correct. I thoroughly investigated all the mistakes that I made, internally and externally. I'm coming back correct. That's my baby. Anyway, any brainwashing y'all trying to do, I'm gonna undo it. Don't even worry about it. You ain't even gotta worry about it. You're just wasting your time. As soon as I come back, the process of unwashing that is gonna start. Just like the rocks. That's a whole nother situation. You know, these are real life. You know, my ancestors are with me. The greats are with me. Anyway, these only go 15 minutes for the IG story. I thought it was 10 minutes. Now that I know it's 15 minutes, that's cool. Blessings to everybody. We have 14 minutes and 10 seconds. Blessings to everybody. I got a lot more to talk about. You know, I got a lot more to talk about, so don't even worry. I'm gonna start giving y'all a lot more good things. So love you all. Thank you all for your support. It is needed. It is needed. Your emojis, your words, your blessings, the finances, anything you do. Believe me, I'm receiving it, and I'm gathering enough energy and possessions to give it back. So thank you. Please, you get spiritual wealth. Spiritual wealth is real. Spiritual wealth is real. And I'll be talking more about that in the future. Take care. Bye.